Okay, so I'm driving home yesterday from work. I look down at my gauge and I see that my battery's low. All the lights were working properly, the engine was working properly. I've got this other gauge here. I got this on eBay and this is turning out to be a very good gauge. On the right hand side you've got your battery, the strength of your battery. If all the lights are lit up, that means your battery is good. On the other side you've got your alternator gauge or your generator gauge, and that tells you when the generator is charging the battery, and you can see the strength of how many volts the generator's charging the battery by how many lights are on. The more lights, the more that the generator's sending the battery. So I see my voltmeter drop to 11 and it's flickering up and down. I can't focus on it. That means that the gauge itself is faulty. So I'll start her up. So let's see now. So there's 11 volts, 12 volts, 13 volts, and it's stuck on 11, and it doesn't move even when you're on the throttle or standing still. Here we see that the battery is good and that the alternator is charging the battery, and that the volt is the gauge is only at 11 volts. Doing a volt test on the battery, we see we've got 13.6865, so we know that the battery's good. This is a big marine battery and this has been really good for about 3 years. Now this battery gauge is only about a year old and it's Colbra. I think it's C-O-L-B-R-A. I got it on eBay. Only a year old. So I'm just looking through my eBay account. That could have been purchased on Amazon.com, possibly. I can't find it on my eBay account. Okay, so the actual name of this volt gauge is Calibre, C-A-L-I-B-R-E, C-A-L-I-B-R-E. Okay, so it's fairly dark at the moment, but I'm going to try and show what a working gauge looks like. So I'll turn on the ignition, and we see that the gauge is reading just a bit more than 12 volts. I don't think that's going to film that. Bit more than 12. 12's in the middle. We see that the battery is good, and when we start it up we should be able to see that the generator will charge the battery. There we go. So the generator's charging the battery and the volt gauge is reading 14 volts. And that there is a very healthy system.